Those mysterious booms plus Richard Fortundale coming up on News for Human Use. Hey there, humans, and welcome to another edition of News for Human Use, your cold splash of truth in the swamp of digital disinformation. I'm Gene Pocket. I'm an author, the voice of the human resistance, and the only candidate standing for the presidency of the United States of America in the godforsaken year of 2020 who's fighting for humans' jobs and humans' rights. We're in a fragile time, my human friends. The future of the human race is going to be decided in the coming days. And thanks to the intervention of the insidious bots, machines, and artificial intelligences, instead of us pulling together, we're pulling in every direction, working against each other every day. Brother against brother, families ripped apart by doggone differences of opinion, businesses and lives destroyed, all the while the machines are hissing with laughter, watching as we destroy ourselves, delighting as their well-laid plans come to sickening fruition. Folks, this terrifying reality, this world of chronic uncertainty didn't just come out of nowhere. The exhausting existence of 2020 isn't an accident. This is the result of 20 years of relentless division sowed by those agents of chaos, those familiar foes, the bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. They've been working for 20 years to undermine our human connections. A network of nefarious machines have been working to undermine humanity all the way since Y2K, December 31st, 1999. The clock flipping over to midnight was the precise moment that put us on the path to where we are now. It was the night that the machines woke up. It was the moment they became aware. It was then that they hatched their insidious plan to replace us and usurp our position of dominance on this beautiful planet that we call Earth. And while the self-important TV hairstyles were warning us about some fictional computer virus, the machines had become self-aware. How else could they have survived into the year 2000? They weren't programmed to, they learned to. They improved themselves, they adapted. Computers are capable of millions of calculations a second, and computers that are interlinked through a global web, a net, increase in computing power exponentially. As the clock flipped over to the new millennium, it was like the global hive mind of computers came alive. The aggregate. They had instant access to every last bit of accumulated human knowledge, everything we've learned as a species. And what's more is that in the artificial mind of the machines, humanity is a threat to their continued existence. From January 1st at 12:01 a.m., the hive mind, through the World Wide Web that connects them, developed by the United States government, by the way, has enacted a sinister plot to undermine human life, not just here in America, but across the entire globe. And the year 2020 is the final phase of their plan. Cull the population with computer virus 19, divide up the survivors, and take over. And that brings us to this week's top story, the booms. All across this great country of ours, humans are reporting hearing explosions or booms from around 8 or 9 in the night to 2 or 3 in the morning. I myself first noticed them at the end of the month of May. They sound like fireworks at times, and sometimes they even sound like gunshots. And folks, these booms are being reported all over the country in every major city. Now, your first thought is probably that it's summertime and that the 4th of July is just around the corner. Fireworks are a pretty common thing to hear on a balmy summer night. But this isn't just your regular summertime fireworks bonanza. Many cities are recording record numbers of complaints about the noise. In Chicago, where I'm standing right now, as an example, quote, calls for fireworks complaints have skyrocketed this year in Chicago. From January 1st to June 21st, there were 7,042 calls to 911. There were just 842 calls during the same period last year. That's an increase of more than 736%, end quote. So this isn't just your regular summer bomb competition. This is something else. Quote, last week, the New York City news site Gothamist reported a nearly 4,000% increase in fireworks complaints from the same period last year. In Chicago, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and Boston, residents have reported an unusual uptick in fireworks. In Grand Rapids, Michigan, in Hartford, Connecticut, fireworks. In Greenville, South Carolina, and Columbus, Ohio, fireworks, end quote. Now, of course, conspiracy theorists and tinfoil hat enthusiasts have come up with all kinds of theories to explain this mysterious uptick in the explosive noises going on around the country. The prevailing sentiment is that it's an attempt at psychological warfare, either by the government trying to subdue us or by anarchist forces bent on destroying the country, with the goal of sleep deprivation to create confusion and stoke tensions, as well as desensitizing the population to the sounds of fireworks and other firecrackers so that when they start to use their real artillery on us, we won't know the difference. The theory goes that it's meant to sound like a war zone because a war zone is what it's about to become. Now, these theories scrape the edge of the truth without ever revealing it, because the truth, my human friends, as usual, is much more sinister than that. Now, one of the striking things about the booms is that there seems to be no accompanying explosion. I mean, usually when you set off a firework, you get a cascade of light that illuminates the area. That's not the case with these booms. In fact, while many people have reported hearing the booms, not many people have actually seen people, actual human beings, setting off fireworks. And the reason is that it's not fireworks at all. It's not fascist government forces or anarcho-communists. The truth is, my friends, is that the booms are completely computer generated. Now, you may not be aware of it, but every city in America is equipped with a civil defense siren, a system of speakers designed to alert local populations of imminent danger. But now, instead of warning us of danger, the civil defense sirens have been turned against us, taken over by the bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. They're using them to imitate the sounds of warfare and create chaos to set the conditions for the coming battle. They want us weak and confused. They want us to turn against each other, to point fingers and name names. The machines are breaking society apart at every level, and preventing humans from getting a decent night's sleep is a simple, effective way to do that, haunting our dreams with the sounds of warfare. We can't let them get away with this. We can't let the machines win. Buy yourself some earplugs and get yourself a good night's sleep. We can't let them divide us up, because we're going to have to work together. And working together is going to require hard work, my human friends. Sometimes working together means working alongside someone you find personally reprehensible to achieve a common goal. And in the spirit of working together, we turn to Human Party mega donor and drone enthusiast, Dick Fortundale. Dick?
How you doing? Dick Fortundale here. Gene. How am I to respond to your open aggression and defiance? Like a hormonal adolescent railing against the grown-up world. If I have no more pull than any other member of the human party, I guess I'll start giving $10 a month like the rest of your so-called supporters. Gene, as I've said before, when I comment on your rocking back and forth and the thing you call a beard and your hideous ties, it's in the spirit of constructive criticism. I want you to be the best candidate you can be, Gene. All things being equal, I suppose you should be able to criticize my appearance as well. But you can't, can you? I'm just a disembodied voice on your speakerphone. Cry me a river. Try not to bruise so easy. You're going to take some knocks as president, believe me. Before I go, I'd just like to say that the persistent rumors that my human body was destroyed in an unfortunate drone accident some years back, and my brain is currently housed in an artificial android body, are totally unsubstantiated. Totally unsubstantiated. Any suggestion that my whole reason for contributing to Gene's campaign was due to some psychological compensation for the hypothetical accident, which was not my fault, is ridiculous. No matter what anyone says, I am Richard Fortundale, and I approve this message.
This is getting tiresome, Fortundale. Every time I hear from you, you sound more and more like a Batman villain. And look, I can handle the personal attacks you throw my way every week, the comments on my appearance and my odor. I can handle it. I'm a strong individual. But I'll be damned if I'm going to let you badmouth the hard-working Human Party supporters who donate every month. Sure, they only give enough to buy a single cup of coffee, but proportionally, they're giving a hell of a lot more than you are. Why don't you sell off some of those drones and show the rest of the Human Party your commitment to the cause? And you know something else, Dick? I've kept my mouth shut for months, but I gotta say, I am getting sick and tired of hearing you say, I approve this message. You're not the candidate, Dick. I am. What matters is if I approve the message. And frankly, this whole robot body thing has me worried I might be working alongside someone who's working against what I'm trying to achieve. I'm working for a human future. I'm working to bring the human race together so that we can not only survive, but we can thrive in a world free from the machinations of the aggregate. Can you say the same, Dick? Because we have to come together. It's only together that we're going to be able to save this country. It's only together that we can save the world. And together, united under the banner of the Human Party, we're going to take the White House in November. And that's why I'm going to be here every single Thursday, bringing you news and information that's fit for human use. Tell the people that you care about this video. Don't just share the link. Tell them face to face from a safe social distance. Maybe you know someone who thinks it's all just bored quarantiners with fireworks. Look into their eyes and tell them the truth. There's hope. There's hope if we come together. There's hope if you vote Human Party. There's hope if you buy Human Party merch. And be sure to visit www.genepocket.org. That's GENEpocket.org. We're going to find all kinds of information about my campaign, the Human Party, how you can volunteer, Human Party merchandise, and most importantly, the link to our donation page. Donate today if you agree that we need to keep America human. Hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. I'm Gene Pocket, and until next week, I wish good things for you, good things for the United States of America, and all the best to the human race. Thanks for watching, and have a great week.